Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Near Death Diary podcast. I'm your host, Deadeye Two Tongues, and next to me is the little sad, not controlling the fog tonight, man.
Been banned from the fog.
Turns out the fog dehydrates your only good eye and makes it to where you can't get home safely. So we're not doing the fog as of right now. We are waiting to convert our system to dry ice.
This is going to kill our analytics.
It's not going to kill.
People are going to click on this video, not see the fog, and just be like, I'm out.
I'm more worried about the Thunder Machine enthusiasts.
Yeah, well, you'll be going after them next. Take away all of our enthusiasts.
I don't mind the crazy thunder roar like over top of everything I'm trying to say anymore. You know, that can't even be picked up in the mic.
Well, you just close your eye and let the fog billow over your body.
No, thanks. Yeah, so we
Bathe
cut
in
the
the
fog
fog.
out. And therefore we cut loose Cody's purpose. So Cody, I wanted to get in front of the entire nation.
It's going to be like, well,
to tell you,
I got
you
nothing.
are pointless. There is no purpose for you left, good sir.
We found out a good name for me on social media, and then after a couple years, and then the next week, it was like, no more fog.
Nope. Fuck you, Fog Gilly. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we'll get it converted over to dry ice, and then it won't be horrible.
Cutting into our funds.
No.
Won't even
If
be able to
anything,
afford
we'll
snacks
ask.
anymore.
We'll get a dry ice maker off Temu. Yeah. We'll have an infinite tap of dry ice.
Be neat.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I am your host, Deadeye Two Tongues, and next to me is Mr. Fog Gilly, the Fog Man, former Fog Man.
Welcome back to the show, everybody.
So, sorry for those who are going to miss the fog tonight. You know, it's either fog or safety, and you know,
I think
I'm not risking that.
I just missed the fog already.
I'm sure you do.
Look at that over there. There's no fog.
I know it's beautiful and it's fogless. You could go back and watch every episode
It's
that
amazing.
we've ever done, and you could see me by the end of the episode, like pouring in eye drops and wiping my eye. Like, yeah, I'm not going to miss it, and I don't really care. You can be dry iceman.
Dry
Next
ice
to me
Gilly.
is Cody, the dry iceman.
Wait, no. I'll just be ice. And I'll get that shaved into the back of my head.
You're not cool enough to be just ice. No,
Dude, call me ice.
absolutely not. That's probably not the best thing right now in today's climate.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Isn't ice the people running around grabbing up?
Okay, I was talking
illegal-
about the guy from talking about Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Iceman's cool though, but you can't just pull up ice. I'm literally not getting on here and saying, ice. And next to me is my best friend, Ice.
I'm turning the fog back on. Just
I mean, that's chemical warfare. So, any hoodle, Cody, we have some amazing stories tonight.
we have 3 stories.
Cody, in his skimming, told me on my way out here, he was skimming, and he was like, dude, I'm not kidding. You should bring some of your grandfather's holy water.
And you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
And
but
you
apparently
should've.
there's a 16-pager.
There's holy water. Grab that holy water behind you.
I will whenever I feel like I need it. Until then, I'll rely on my soul and the Lord. But you're telling me though that it's that just from skimming.
Within about, you'll see.
So stay tuned for
And-
that.
It was in our spam folder because it was sent in by some anonymous emailing website. There's no name on it.
Oh man, like that's a bit weird. No other ones have came in via spam folder.
No,
That's the only one.
so far.
And you say it's like ultra creepy. Whoa. Who knows? That's what we're here for. So we have 3 stories for the night. Before we get into them, guys, let us remember that we are a young, just stumbling, bumbling wee baby channel. We're still learning to navigate the ruthless world of YouTube, analytics, ad revenue. We're young in the game. Our views aren't too high yet.
Ass revenue.
So we need people like you to be able to help us on applications and websites like Patreon. And you can help us there at my name, Deadeye Two Tongues 740. You can go there, you can join some of the tiers, you can read the description of the tiers. And some of these tiers, like the top tier, receives 30% off at hellfireholler.com. It's our herbal supplement company. You can go there and check that out. You can also support us by going over to our other socials. You got Mr. Fogman, Foggilly on TikTok. Did you get an Instagram yet?
Yes.
Is it Foggilly?
Same thing.
Foggilly, Foggilly, Foggilly. You can check him out on his socials. You can also follow me on mine, Deadeye Two Tongues, and also Patreon once again is Deadeye Two Tongues 740. But all of the socials, find me at Deadeye Two Tongues. Number 2. We're just gonna put it right here because that's easy. We can do stuff like this.
Nope.
We're gonna put that right here. Oh, we're gonna put it right there. Cody, you're getting really good at editing. You should probably watch some of the Voice of the Broken, the other podcast that I'm on with Chris Burkett over at the To Be Better podcast. Got several shows on one channel. You got Good Wives, you got Voice of the Broken, and you also have their To Be Better. It's kind of their journey as a couple. They share advice on the things that they have learned as they grew deeper in love, and it is a great channel for those looking for maybe an insight and or guidance on just being a good couple. Great guys over there. Awesome. What's up, Chris? What's up, Peaches? But that is how you can support us. Also, you get access to our Discord by going through our Patreon and being a tier member. So thank you guys for considering that. And before we get into this first story, what are we going to do to the like button?
Smoosh it. Bop it.
Twist
it.
Bop it. Twist it.
Fist it.
Demean it.
When did they add that? Holy moly.
Tell me I'm pathetic. You're like, what? It starts like, it's just like being like shamed. It's like, you know, that kink. Like, it's like you're bopping it, twisting it, pulling it. Tell me I'm ugly. What the fuck?
Why am I doing this?
Hurt me.
Hurt me. I got a high score, but I don't feel good.
Tell me I'm a loser. Twist it.
I'm winning, but I need a shower.
Yeah. Well, that was weird. All right, so this first one comes in from Mike L. Mike L, are you in the live chat? Calling Mike L. Please make... And, dude, wow. We forgot to say hi to the live chat. We've changed. We've changed,
the
dude.
fog. It's the no fog, I'm telling you. It's...
Yeah, man, well, I don't know. We got a bit of a zero fog energy right now. Like,
feel depleted without me fog.
We just have to gas each other up, bro.
I'm like Popeye with his spinach, but I need fog. I just breathe it in, and
my eye isn't dying. That's all that I care about. All right, we're gonna get into our first story. Judging from the title, it's called The Reservation. Mike L, are you in the chat? Calling Mike L. You're up, bud. You were the first story for tonight. Come on down, Mike L. Yeah. Can we get one more bar on that? So, Cody, you hear The Reservation. What do you think that is?
I would say either Native American reservation or an evil spirit stole their restaurant reservation and they can't find a seat and they got to go somewhere else.
That's what I was
very
thinking.
Disappointed.
I was thinking they got like
you know how to take the reservation but you don't seem to know how to keep the reservation, which is honestly the most important part of the reservation.
Like, what if the horror story is they got like a really nice like seat at Dorsia, you know? Like and then they missed it.
The shadow demon there took their reservation.
Well, no, they just missed it. That's the horror
Missed
story.
it.
It's just like really bad organization and like really bad traffic. It's like the whole story. It's like we're not gonna make it. like our reservation. It's like an hour later. They get there. They're like, sorry, but we had to give your table to someone else. It's like, our reservation.
Just a podcast about nothing.
No, I'm gonna guess that more than likely, I'm gonna say that this is a native reservation as well. That's what I'm gonna go with. So, chat, what are your guesses? I think we've shown it could be multiple things. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments and let us know in the live chat. The Reservation by Mike L. Or from Mike L., I should say. Hey guys, first time listener, long time calling. Huh. I think I'm supposed to say caller. Right? First time listener, long time caller.
It's switched around. I don't know if that's.
I'm going to say this both. Yeah, you could do it. For some quick background, I am a white guy and I was living in Washington State at the time. I was dating a native girl who was living on the res in British Columbia, Canada. So when I would visit her, it was a drive and I always stayed overnight. I have always had respect for the native culture and spiritual world and never had any experiences until my mid-20s. At the time of these experiences, she was living with her parents in a 2-story house, which is shared with her, other siblings, and some children. I had 3 experiences over the few years I was with her. I wonder if we're going to get all 3 of them. Or just the creepiest one. What do you guys think? Chat, let me know what you think. The first experience happened during one of the first few nights I was sleeping over. After a night of drinking and partying, I was woken up to noises out of a dead sleep. I do not know exactly what time it was, but I'm assuming around 2 or 3 in the morning. The sound of small, semi-quick feet going up and down the hallway, followed by the bathroom door closing.
Creepy children.
Yeah, it's always creepy whenever they take on like a kid persona. You know, do they mean to do that, or are they thinking like, "Oh, it's a kid. We better go help him." You know, I'm sorry. I see a little kid peeking out from behind like a counter at like 2 in the morning. Or something like, yeah, like whatever is close to me, I'm hurling, you know, and that is unless like I have a small child running around. I will first check and make sure that's not my kid before like throwing a dinner plate at it, you know. Yeah. At first, I didn't think anything of it as we were upstairs. There were other rooms being occupied and only one bathroom upstairs. Thinking this was one of the kids of younger siblings just going to the bathroom, I thought nothing of it and tried to go back to sleep until it kept going. You know, coming out with like like a paddle at this point, you know, because I mean, you're like, oh man, it's probably just the younger kid siblings. Like, does your brain switch over like, this doesn't make sense, now I'm scared, you know, or like, are you like mad because you can't sleep and you're about to go out and thump what you think is a kid who's been running around the hallways for 3 hours, you know? Which
Just
one
give
are
it
you?
a good get.
I'm just imagining going out like with a belt to whip this kid, and it's just like a fucking demon,
Oops.
you know? At least the other one, you're scared and you're like kind of waiting to see it, you know? The footsteps were constantly happening for several minutes to the point it was getting irritating. I wanted to see what was going on, and as I started to get up, my girlfriend woke up and grabbed my arm, asking what I was doing. I told her. She immediately said, just ignore it. Hey! That make a champion, like, you know, like, make confetti fall from the sky. Yeah. Good old Appalachian way. Proud of you. Ignore it. Ignore the shit out of that.
But the curiosity.
Yeah. Nope. Flamethrower. Just
Sorry, children.
walking, like just stepping out of the room with the flamethrower. After I told her, she immediately said, just ignore it and go back to sleep. I'll explain in the morning. I went ahead and turned the TV on to drown out the noise and went back to sleep. The next morning, she insisted on going to the convenience store off the res. Once we were there, she filled me in. It appears the area the house is on is said to be on an old native camping spot and resting areas. The sound I heard was either a native child spirit messing around or the spirit of her deceased niece who passed from an accident years ago. I was instructed not to pay attention to it, and if it happens again, which oddly, it never did. The next experience happened a few years later, but on the same night. Before we get into that one. Okay, so you're like some dude. You are staying all night at a reservation, which more than likely culturally you're not hip to, you know. And your girlfriend, after a night of hearing the pitter patter of little ghost children feet running around, she looks at you and says you're supposed to ignore it. Can you ignore it? Gut reaction.
No.
That'd be tough. That'd be tough. I'd almost wish they had like lied. And just like, yeah, like, we have like one of the kids sleepwalks and he just runs and like if you wake him up, so it's bad,
I know we were supposed to ignore it and survive over the cautious, but I'd have to take a peek and be like, what is that thing?
Yeah.
What is it? Or set up a camera.
Yeah.
Little motion camera and be like.
But that is the antithesis of not ignoring it. That's like,
yeah,
I'm going to pay a lot of attention to it.
I throw a camera out there and not me out there.
Yeah, but she's probably like, why are you acknowledging it?
Because it's waking me up.
You just like fucking disgraced their entire way of life and culture because of your white boy shit.
Don't wake me up. Wake me up inside.
Save me! You take Amy Lee's part.
No.
Come on. All of this time, I can't believe I couldn't see. Left in the dark, but you were there in front of me.
Goat man, what you gonna do when you...
No, we're not talking about Goat Man.
Goat man?
No, no Goat
Goat man.
No.
Oh, no Goat man?
No, we're not talking about Goat Man tonight.
You know what we were just talking about? Goat man.
Going a
Goat
little
man.
haywire with the old Goat
man.
So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. That'd be really hard, and that would kind of be a little bit of a deterrent, like from going over and hanging out there. Like asking someone to ignore something like that is really difficult, Like you would have to come to some like inner peace about it, and that's asking kind of a lot of somebody.
Well, he said it didn't happen again, so
yeah.
I'm ignoring it. I'll ignore it this one time. But if it happens again, I'm taking a peek.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when you have company over. Like sometimes you put your annoying dog away or whatever. It's just like it's whatever here. Like you put that out and away to the side. Like it's not exactly the same thing. It'd be like letting an annoying dog like romp all over you, and doing nothing about it. It's like, yeah, just ignore that fucking ghost child running around. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. And asking someone to do that.
What if I had to go to the bathroom?
Look, ghost child runs through you like the movie Ghost. All right, so we're going to move on to the second experience that he had. And keep in mind, this is all on the reservation, I think. I think he umbrellaed it. Like these are all experiences he had while he was visiting this reservation, dating this maybe his still love, who knows, but at the time his love interest. The next experience happened a few years later, but on the same night. Oh, this is like the anniversary.
Man, I would have so many questions.
Well,
what happened on this day?
Let's see if the plot thickens. As those who know, most great parties or drinking hangouts happen in the kitchen or the dining areas. This area was also in the upstairs, which everyone accesses through the backyard patio and the stairs. This backyard area looks over the yard, which is about 60 to 75 yards long. It's cut off by a line of plum trees and bushes, and the other side is the main road which leads to town. As the night is starting, around 9 p.m., her aunt shows up, and since it had been a bit rainy all day, she was wearing some rubber boots you find at Walmart, and since they were colorful, they caught my eye. I'm going to do my best to explain what happened, is what it says here, in parentheses. Been there. I've been trying to put my ayahuasca experience into words. Yeah, it comes out as globbly gloop. When she entered the door, she took her boots off right next to it to keep from tracking in mud. I was closest to the entrance, but still about 6 feet away. I gave her a hello hug, and once I let go, my eye caught movement. One of the boots was moving. I did have a few Canadian beers in me. Yes, they are stronger. I think them are fighting words. What do you mean, Canada? What's he saying? I can't hear you. You in the comment section? Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Canada. You don't even know. But the left boot was standing straight up, as it should, but the right boot was about 15 degrees off and wiggled straight. It's as if someone had bumped it, or it was already off balance when she was taking them off, but she had already taken a few steps away from them, and no one else was ever near the door. In my intoxicated state, I just stared at them with curiosity and concern until my girlfriend grabbed me by the shoulder, looked me in the eyes, and told me to just ignore it. It's like a glitch in the Matrix.
Just every time.
This boot's just floating. She's like, ignore it.
Ignore that. Just ignore that.
You know, just keeps getting more and more intense. There's like it's like a
It's getting harder and harder to
demon
ignore.
in the corner, like just like licking its canines. Just ignore it. It's like a guy like raking a chalkboard. You know, ignore that.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Portal to hell opens. Arms are like coming out. Ignore that too. I shrug it off and continue to socialize and drink. As the night goes on, I take a step outside to get some fresh air and a look at the sky. Being on the res, it's nice at night, as there are not a lot of street lights and the stars just pop out. As I'm looking at the start line, again, I catch some movement about 30 yards away and near the tree line. At first, I think it's someone approaching the stairs, but then I notice they are walking in the yard. With the night's darkness and very limited light coming from the house, there's no reason for anyone to be as far off. Ew, I don't like it. As my eyes readjust, I'm able to briefly see the 3 sets of legs. What? See 3 sets of legs?
Is that 3 people, or is that something with 3 or like 6 legs?
I don't know if it's a centaur. Do the arms count as legs?
I don't know if he's like hunched over, crawling with his arms too. Maybe it's a centaur walking through the yard, picking flowers to take home to his mother.
Could be, and it's just like he's just a really innocent, loving guy. He's just getting, you know, but his far off appearance
just ignore it.
Looks like a giant millipede. You know, yeah, just ignore it. It's like fucking.
But he's picking all our flowers.
It's just the grandma has like dementia or something. She comes out, she's butt naked. It's like, just ignore it. You're like, all right, this is certain.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I can't ignore everything.
Everything's so fucked up. Just ignore it.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is that supposed to be like 3 separate people-ish things, humanoid things, or is that supposed to be like a 6-legged?
I don't know, but there's not much left of this. My girlfriend appears behind me, shaking my arm as I was not responding to her calls. I look her right in the eyes. Did you just see that? I swear I saw someone walking. She cuts me off, saying, don't pay attention to it. Just ignore it. Don't say anything to anyone tonight. Like, I would have like 2 times ago been like, well, y'all enjoy your party. You call me later, huh? I'm gonna
You
I'm
come
gonna
visit
leave.
me from now on.
You know, like I'm chill. You know, I keep fucking up. I keep seeing. I keep looking at shit
I
I'm not
can't
supposed to
not
be
ignore
looking
this.
at.
I'm sorry.
Like, and I'm done. I'm done. It's just like, just some giant amorphous beast. She's like, behind her. It's like spewing fire and stuff. And she's like, "Why? Why?" You're like looking over her shoulder. She's like, "Ignore it." I'm done. I'm fucking done. Yeah. Nope. This poor dude. Like, if you're still with her, bro, you've fucking been through it. Good on you. Good on you, bro. The one thing you didn't ignore was her love, homie. I tried to figure out what was going on, but she just shut me down and instructs me to forget about it and to come inside. Ever since that night, I have not had any other experiences there, but I still wonder what else may have happened around me that I wasn't aware of or was hidden from me. Mike L.
Oof.
Sounds like there's there's a lot of that culture here. That's why we always laugh when it's like, just ignore it. That's a big thing in Appalachia. Ignore it. Like, it's going to be much better than finding out. Yeah,
Also to like just not give it power.
yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah.
let's see. I want to know. I'm so curious.
I'm
Did
curious.
it have 6 legs or did it? Because I've been like, ignore it. Or what do you mean ignore it? That thing has 6 legs.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what has 6 legs. Maybe we can do a little editing and see if there's any cryptids, and if they are, we're gonna put them right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a word from our sponsor. Who do you think should introduce this? Goatman?
Goatman.
Yeah,
Goatman.
Goatman.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Goatman would be great. He's never sponsored us.
Goatman never sponsored us.
Wow, I feel irresponsible. He's been with us for so long. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry. Goatman. Wow. Heartless. We're heartless. Go get him, Goatman.
Visit hellfireholer.com.
That was beautiful. That nearly brought tears to my
You
eye.
hear his sultry voice.
I know. Cool. Thank you, Goatman. Thank you for sponsoring us. We really appreciate you and your bridge. Yeah, it's a nice bridge. And now, as a time we're between stories here, I'd like to remind you guys, if you would like to support us, our content, our growth as a channel, and our capacity to do more in the ways of creating content, you can go to our Patreon, Deadeye Two Tongues 740. You can go there and you can give us a contribution, either donation or a monthly pledge, a monthly patronage. That would really, really help us and help us grow. Also, you can like and subscribe. Turn on notifications as well, so you always know whenever we are about to air a video, which we do Mondays and Fridays.
At 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come and join us around the amazing internet campfire. You guys are all welcome. All shapes, colors, creeds. You can come join us here. We absolutely would love to have you. This next story is coming in from North Wales, UK. International storytelling.
Doodly-doodly-doo.
Yeah. International storytelling. Hey, thank you, UK. North Wales. Wow. How's that make you feel?
Makes you feel good.
Yeah.
All across the world.
All across
Spreading our
the
campfire.
world. Right? Our campfire lights up, and if you
The
were to,
beacons are lit.
yeah. How cool. So yeah, we got oh, and I see, I know there's going to be a little factoid in here. I skimmed. They mention Appalachia, which not a lot of people know. Scotland, that whole chain of mountains through the Highlands, that is part of the Appalachians. Broke off and the movement of tectonic plates. Pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff. This story is called Something in the Woods by Aaron from a small town in North Wales, UK. Apparently, Scotland, which is around 4 to 5 hours away, was part of the Appalachian Mountains before Pangea. You are correct. You are right. During the COVID lockdown, I used to take my neighbor's dog for a walk. I'd take this route every day. I'd follow a back road through fields until we got to the crossroads where the next town was. Go straight over the crossroads, and on the right were fields. On the left was a graveyard, followed by a very dense wood of area on a bit of a hill, overgrown to the point of being almost impossible for a person to walk through. I had to set off a bit later than normally, but it was about an hour until sunset, which gave me plenty of time to get back before dark. He was a lovely border collie, would never bark, react to anything. I had my headphones on, enjoying the summer's evening walk. We had just passed the graveyard and were nearing the wooded area. We were just over halfway through when the dog stopped dead in its tracks, ears pinned against its back, and its tail between its legs, whining. I took my headphones off and had gone completely silent. No birds, no animals, not a single sound, not even cars passing, though the nearby road, and it was dark. It was pitch black. I should have at the very least of an hour of sunlight left. It felt like I was being watched, and I had a horrible feeling in my stomach, like something really bad was going to happen, to the point I felt physically sick. I had to drag this goddamn dog because it was not moving. I wanted to go home. Yeah.
Nature's silent again.
A lot
I
of
had a
nature
dog
going
do
on
that
there.
shit.
Nature's silent and the dog is like frozen.
I had a dog do that, and this dog was like, he was a English Mastiff Wolfhound mix. He was a beast.
Big dog.
And this dog just froze in his tracks, and his hair stood up, and he's just staring. And he was in the middle of the woods. He just staring at nothing, just growling. And I'm looking. I'm like, well, it gave me the heebie-jeebies because I was like, I don't know what he's looking at, but I'm going to stand behind him.
Yeah, those videos like where dogs and cats are just like tracking something, walking around, or like sitting there in like a hissing position, like, you know, like a defensive position. Those are scary, especially like you can't see anything.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. As we were walking, I heard footsteps walking around through the woods. It's on a hill and it's so overgrown. There's no way anyone could walk through it smoothly. This thing followed my exact footsteps on two legs, heavy and cracking branches as it walked over them. The quicker I got, the quicker its footsteps got.
Oof.
I've lived in the countryside my whole life. I know animals and I know the sounds animals make. I know the difference between something walking on 2 or 4 legs, and this was definitely on 2.
It's creepy that it's kind of walked in step with you.
Yeah.
That's like a
That's a
almost
hunter's.
hunting. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause it probably doesn't realize that you're walking on a quiet road or something like that. So it's thinking like, oh, if
Yeah.
my foot crunches the same time that thing's foot crunches, it's not going to hear me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But I mean,
creepy.
yeah, it's better than stepping out of step.
Yeah, that's creepy as hell.
But noticing, that something is trying to essentially make the same motions as you. The first thing we said was that's a hunting technique.
Yeah.
So you're what, being hunted?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. That's probably the horrible gut feeling you're having, you know. The feeling of dread building up in my stomach, we finally, after what felt like forever, got to the main road. The dog hates traffic, so we normally go back the way we came. But fuck that. So we went along the road. There were still no streetlights until the next town, about a quarter of a mile away. There was a metal barrier running along the side of the road, and something hit it, hard, again and again. It rattled up the whole length of the barrier. We then came up to the graveyard we had passed earlier, but from the other side. I happened to look into the graveyard, and I regret it until this day. Oh, what do you think it is?
Well, I'm thinking, trying to piece everything together. It's some
Metal
sort of
clanging,
what was it doing?
something matching its footsteps.
Yeah, I'd say some bipedal something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want it to be like a werewolf, like a American Werewolf in London type deal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I think it's a grandma cookie succubus.
I don't know what it's gonna be. Some sort of.
I mean, just think about it. All the signs are there that it's her.
I'm gonna say it's some sort of either dog man or like a windy boy, because the whole thing with the Appalachian Mountains and everything she threw in there,
Mm,
and then describing it and all the things.
mm.
Maybe.
Like it's something that we would have as
I'm just trying to piece together
a legend and lore here in our area
that's
as
what
well.
I'm trying to like piece together the hints that she's been throwing out,
Mm.
and the clues.
It's like a European accented Mothman.
Would you like some cheese?
Hey, I'm a moth and a man simultaneously. All right, have a great one. This person from the UK is like, shut the fuck up, dude. Well, what do you guys think it is? Chat. What do you think it is? What do you guys think it is in the comment section? Oh, I see the word skinny.
Oh no.
In the moonlight, I saw something run across the graveyard. It was skinny, bones pressing through its skin. It was on all fours and it was tall. Its limbs were really long and thin, and it had long, stringy hair. I quickly looked away and just kept walking.
It's creepy. I'm imagining like a
And she said it was on all fours.
it got like long arms and it like switching from 2 legs to 4 legs.
I quickened my pace. Dog also got the message and started going faster. We finally got into town.
Yeah, the dog probably saw it too. It was like, all right, let's
Yeah,
go.
man. Yeah, I mean, well, it also seemed like it had already seen it, or maybe this thing had
Sensed
changed
it.
form.
At least sensed it.
Yeah, something. I quickened my pace. Dog also got the message and started running faster. We finally got into town and there were streetlights. I walked a few steps. Isn't it funny? There have been several stories like where people have like made it to streetlights. I myself, like the story I told the other day on TikTok where I was being chased by that kind of black mist thing, it did not end pursuit until we hit streetlights. Light was definitely this thing's like enemy.
Yeah, well, yeah, these things, you don't want to be out in the light. You're hunting something, you're going to be majorly visible. It's not going to do that.
Yeah. But it's just funny how we've now there was one quote and I think it was
Evil hides in the dark.
no, it was a really early story. Like I think where they were driving a car. It was the dude who was driving and it was the Dogman story.
Oh, when they parked on the lights.
Yeah,
and they felt like they were holy.
They said they parked under the streetlights like they were holy.
Yeah.
It's funny how just a little bit of light can make you feel so comfortable. Now imagine it, if you will. Streetlights didn't do shit, and it's just you just see it in its full glory. It's just like someone giving a soliloquy, in a play.
Yeah, it's weird that
it's like, look at it. It's just like underneath this light. It's like, look, the streetlight becomes like a
rationally streetlights shouldn't do anything, but
yeah.
We've had how many stories and streetlights do something.
Why is it stuff that always chases us seems to back off? Is it just
think they don't want us to see?
It's very Monsters Inc. It's like they just want to terrify us and they harvest our fear.
Maybe.
Got
him! Look at all these. Look at all this power we're generating.
Look at all these tears.
Yeah. Bitches.
All right.
But I would say, if any of our viewers are in a situation like this, streetlights seem to actually do something.
Yeah, act like a protection.
What are you looking at?
No, I thought I heard a.
Ignore it.
Yeah.
I'm
good
learning.
Point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Where's a streetlight when you need one?
Okay.
We need hats with little string lights like anglerfish just hanging over our heads.
We finally got into town where there were street lights. I walked a few steps and I looked back. There was a speed limit sign reflecting the light. I walked a few more steps and looked back at it again, and there was half of this really skinny silhouette of a head, neck, and shoulder blocking the light. The signs are pretty tall. I got home and tried to forget about it. A few days later, I stood outside my back door smoking, and I had the same feeling of being watched, and that feeling of dread building up came over me again. I have a 6-foot tall fence surrounding my house, and at the back of the house behind the fence is more dense woodland. I looked towards the bottom of the garden. Just next to the greenhouse, there was a black shadow moving. I tried adjusting my eyes to the dark, and as the kitchen light didn't quite reach that far, I thought that my eyes were playing tricks on me. Because I was paranoid, maybe I was high, until this thing stood up. So wait, it was. She's talking. She had a
Followed her
6-foot
home.
tall fence. This thing was taller than that 6-foot tall
Yeah,
fence.
definitely
sitting.
implying that this thing is really tall because the sign and then the fence,
Dude.
and then it seems to go from 2 legs to 4 legs, or at least running on its hands and feet. It's windy. Sounds like to me. That's what I'm picturing.
It says I couldn't see its face, but it had the same really skinny silhouette, the same stringy hair, and it was full height. It was about 3 feet taller than the fence, so 9 foot tall. Dude, can you imagine something 9 foot tall? Yikes. Yeah, here's what she did. She said, it was safe to say I booked it in quicker than I've ever moved before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's like you see like a guy at a gas station or in a Walmart or something who's like, 7 foot tall, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Just random tall people are like,
Yeah,
you
like
don't
this
realize it
thing.
until you're standing next to it. Like, Jesus.
This thing's 9 foot, dude.
Yeah.
So 7 foot tall. Look at this thing. 7 foot tall people look at this thing and are like, God damn. Like, trying to put that in perspective. That is 3 feet taller than me.
And it's skinny and scrawny and has scraggly hair. And
Yeah. Dude.
I don't like that it knows where you live. That's creepy.
Mm-hmm. The house and the garden were cleansed with white sage and a Native American prayer. She says, I have Native American ancestors on my mom's side. She has some crazy paranormal stories from when she was younger, so I could ask her to see if she can send you another email if you read this. Yeah, absolutely. We would love, love, love that. Please do. You guys can write into hellfirehollerpodcast@gmail.com to submit your stories. Says, luckily it has never come back. I was scared for a few months after what happened. I completely stopped going for walks, which was sad because I love where I live and it's so beautiful.
Maybe early morning walks
Yeah. Yeah.
or group walks.
Or Glocks.
Walks.
Early morning Glocks.
More dogs.
Oh wait, they're in the UK, man.
Mm.
Y'all can't
They
can't stay
kneecapped you
strapped.
already.
Yeah, you just bring a fucking club with nails in it.
Something.
Arguably more brutal. You don't have guns, so it's not like, oh, hit him in the head, gone. It's like you have to like really sink into what it is you're doing. Oh, I hit it 12 times, it's still not dead. It's like beating it further.
Maybe a flaming torch.
Yeah, pitchfork. I then learned how to protect myself and keep myself safe, spiritually and physically. Firearms are very illegal here, so I can't stay strapped.
Darn it.
We just got done saying that. Yeah. Man, that sucks. That sucks. Petition your government. Be like, yo, fuck this.
Yeah, get that back.
Get your shit back.
We got 9 foot tall scrawny things
That's
stalking
why
people
that's why
at night.
9 foot tall things exist in the UK. Like if that was here, there's a very good chance it would have got lit up. We got lit right up. But I do carry a knife, and I have stopped going for walks alone in the woods at night. I still do it, but not at night. I learned my lesson. Well, yeah, that's all you can hope. That's all you can hope. You don't want to mess with something like that. I guess do you think it intended to terrify her? Like, 'cause it wasn't aggressive. It was just kind of like,
I don't know. The way it was stalking and stepping when she steps, I feel like it was hunting her.
yeah,
There's things that wouldn't just do that to.
yeah. Good point.
And it followed her home.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Had more devious.
Yeah. I mean, something 9 foot tall could catch up to you real quick if it wanted to.
Yeah. Maybe it
Yeah.
was the dog that.
So did it ever intend on like hurting her? Like, who knows? But I mean, just the imposing nature of this thing.
Anybody else has seen this thing?
Yeah, I don't
Had
know.
encounters or maybe disappearances in the
Yeah.
area?
Comment section and chat. Have you ever had anything match this description enter your reality? Let us know. About 2 years ago, they started construction on the side of the road. They're putting the electric cables underground, right opposite where I had first encountered that thing. In the 2 years they have been working on the road, I've heard at least 7 people have died that were working on the site. It could be unrelated, but that's too many to be a coincidence. I did a street view of where I saw the thing, which I've also attached. It's a good few years old. I can't find an updated one, so it's a bit different, but you'll get the idea. If you ever do go to different places, come to Wales in the UK. There's so much history and so many haunted and paranormal places to explore. Thanks for reading this. Love the podcast. Yeah. Wouldn't that
7
be?
people
Yeah,
in 2
7
years.
people. Yeah.
That seems quite high for a construction thing, I think. I think there's an angry 9-foot thing that they either. It's really weird.
Yeah. That
They're
is.
burying cables, digging holes. What'd they dig up?
Yeah,
7 people
maybe.
dead.
Maybe they disturbed some sleeping something. You know?
I'd say, yeah, she was. I don't know what stopped it from attacking her that night
I don't
or anything. Or
know. I mean, she's carrying a knife. You're strapped. You know? I'd
Well, they
upgrade
got-
that knife to a machete, though. Yeah, that's what I'd do. You know? 2 of them. Yep, start using those things like Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles. That's what I'd be doing. That's creepy, though.
and deaths, though. That's
Mm-hmm.
like a lot.
Some cursed, cursed grounds, maybe? Maybe that thing is the embodiment of the curse. We got the pictures right here. So this is, I'm guessing, where it happened. It says this was a few years before it was overgrown when it happened.
Is that the side of the hill there, was it?
That's the steps to the graveyard right there.
Like a lovely place to walk, but also probably terrifying at night when something's stalking you.
Yeah, no shit. Metal barrier stops just behind and carries on after the bend. So remember, she was saying that something was
Hacking
hitting,
it, yeah, or something.
and it was like the sound of it. You know, that takes a good amount of force to get something to resonate like all the way up and like carry that vibration, kind of like a whale call. You know, like ping, woo, 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 flies all the way down, and you hear it. The field on the right. So this is good for painting the picture.
That
For
does
us.
that right there reminds me of American Werewolf in London.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
Although-
pretty. Look
so-
at that, though. Look
yeah.
at all the rolling hills.
I
Yeah.
wonder if it was because she stayed on the path that she was fun.
You wonder if it.
They told him in the movie, there's like, don't leave the road. They left the road.
Yeah.
And the first attack was like not in London, so
Yeah.
it was country.
I wonder how long these old bricks have been here. Those brick barrier or
They're
the.
rebuilt all the time. They get maintenance and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's kind of neat,
Yeah,
you know.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Watch Clarkson's
Lot
farm
of
a lot.
lot of history.
Gerald.
Overseas there. But yeah, that was awesome. With that being said, thank you for the story. That was amazing. We really appreciate you writing in. Aaron from North Wales. Thank you so much, our international brethren. We love you very much and all of our fans and followers out there in the UK and the Europe region. Thank you so much. Now it's time for a word from our sponsor. Cody, let's get Robot Bear for our sponsor today.
I'll give him a call.
Take it away, Mr. Robo Bear.
Visit hellfireholer.com.
Phenomenal. Old friends. Old friends.
Fantastic.
Robo Bear and I. Good guy. Saved my life once. So, before we go into the next story, guys, if you have not, can you please smash, just crush, obliterate that like button and go down and go ahead and saddle up the subscribe button and ride it like a buck and bronco and hit your notification bell so you know whenever we are going to post, which is every Monday and every Friday. I think everybody's enjoying it. The amazing internet campfire and community that we are building here at the Near Death Diary podcast. Go give us a follow on our Patreon. Help us in our content grow at Deadeye Two Tongue 740. And you can also follow us at Deadeye Two Tongues on all other forms of social: Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So this is the biggest story I've ever had in my hand. That's a flopper. That is a flopper. Cody, you scanned this one, and as I was on my way over here, you said that I needed to bring some holy water.
You didn't do it.
No, I didn't bring any holy water. The title's in Latin.
Yes.
Is this going to be one of those things where it has me say an incantation unknowingly?
I hope not.
I mean, it looks like the title could very well be.
I
don't know it, therefore it could.
I translated that because I was
What does it translate to?
deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil. Loud. Says, Libera Nos and Malo. Amen. Deliver us from evil. So, this could be anything. Evil takes many forms. So, what do you think that this evil will be?
I skimmed it a little bit, and just you'll find out pretty quick.
All right.
Unless it takes this dramatic turn within the first couple pages that I didn't see.
All right.
It
Well,
seemed like it was going to be. Eek.
okay. Let's get into our third story of the night. Deliver us from evil. Amen. What I am about to say, I have no permission to speak. I break the silence I swore to uphold as an exorcist of the Roman Catholic Church. I do not give my name, but my vows. Man.
I'm getting goosebumps.
Hello
Like, I
to
don't
you.
feel-
They will still be broken, but I am speaking now because people are dying, because evil is real and it is not hiding anymore. It wears faces. It speaks through the mouths of children, and it fools the world into thinking it's harmless. People need to know the truth and how to protect themselves. Whoo!
I told you. Right from
Okay.
grab the holy water.
Remaining anonymous, he says, "My name I cannot give, but I am a Roman Catholic priest. I was born in a small town outside of Naples, Italy. I have been a priest of 32 years, an exorcist for 18. I have seen things most men will never believe. I have scars that no doctor can see. Tonight, I want to tell you about the girl from Lycée. She was only 13 when it began, and it all started with a board game. Except it is not a board game, and it never was." Oh, man. Is this going to be a board? What is a demonic board game?
We all know.
Like the one sitting on top of the fridge?
Yeah.
Cool. 16 pages. Her name was Chiara. I will not give her surname. Her family lived in a farmhouse in the southeastern heel of Italy. Very Catholic, very traditional, but like many others, naive to the darkness that can slip in even through innocence. It started when her and her friend found an old Ouija board. Wooden, black letters burned into the surface. The edges cracked from time. They thought it was an antique. Curiosity, they said. Just a game. Kiara played it one night during the sleepover with 2 of her school friends. I was told later that they were laughing as they asked the board stupid questions about like who they would marry, when they would die, but the laughter stopped when the planchette began to move on its own. They thought one of them was pushing it. Then it spelled out the word, in Italian, muore. It means die. They stopped playing, but it didn't stop playing with them. I feel like I may have dodged at least this bullet because something I feel similar to what is about to be said happened to me playing, or at least interfering.
Yeah, you think your thing could have been way worse?
Oh yeah. Whatever it was clearly powerful, you know. Over the next few weeks, Kiara began to change. Her parents, devout people, noticed it first. She refused to go to Mass. Her eyes would twitch violently at the mention of the Virgin Mary. Then it escalated, growling in her sleep, speaking Latin that she had never been taught. Animals on the property began to go missing. A neighbor's dog was found mutilated. She then attacked her mother. With a strength no child could possess, she broke her mother's arm and bit into her cheek. The wound required surgery. Kiara then tried to drown herself in the bathtub and had to be restrained. Her father reached out to the diocese, and that's how I was contacted. The ritual would last 8 days. So we're going into an exorcism, a first, and also someone that claims that they are remaining anonymous to alarm us to the evil in the world. What do you think?
It's gonna get scary. I don't know. Like, I don't want to.
He's like, I can tell from the structure, he's like going into the changes that occur from day 1 until who knows. He did say 8 days. So here's day 1. The smell. I arrived at their home on a gray morning. Her father opened the door. He was a strong man, but his hands shook when he reached for mine. Inside the house, the temperature dropped. Demons bring the cold with them. The walls had been scrubbed raw, a crucifix in every corner, and still, fear sat on everything like dust. When I first met Kiara, she would not look at me. She sat hunched in a chair in her family's parlor. Her mouth hung open slightly, and there was a stench in the air, not of rot, but something unnatural, like burnt hair and sulfur. Demons carry that scent. I asked her, "Do you know why I'm here?" Her head turned to me slow, unnaturally slow, and she smiled. That was the first time I saw the eyes. They were jet black. Just the pupil, but the entire eye. No white, no soul. They were wrong. I said in Latin, "In nomine Patriae Filii Spiritus Sancti." She answered, "You came too late, priest." But the voice was not hers. Not anymore. Ooh. Ugh. Day 2. The mockery. We began the exorcism the following morning. I was joined by 2 other priests and a nun trained in deliverance prayer. The bishop gave his blessing and allowed us to conduct it in the family home, as she was too violent to be transported. Each day we would begin with Mass. We would fast. We would wear relics. We blessed every doorway, sealed every mirror. We kept no electronics in the room. Evil travels in modern ways as well as ancient ones. Kiara was strapped. Kiara was strapped.
I doubt it was that kind.
Oh, it says Kiara was strapped to an old guest bed. Whoops. A demon with a gun.
Yeah, that's about maybe the last thing you want to do.
Oh, she's strapped. Don't stay strapped. It says Kiara was strapped to an old guest bed. We began the Psalm 91. The moment I began, the lights went out. No storm, no outage, just darkness. She laughed, a man's laugh coming from a child's mouth. We lit the candles. She began speaking in Latin perfectly, then Greek, then Hebrew. She should not know any of these. When I held up a crucifix, she screamed and thrashed. but not in pain. It was like laughter and agony woven together. Her skin turned red around her neck as if something invisible was choking her. That night she said my name, my full name. I had never told her. And then she said the name of a sin I had confessed 20 years ago. I felt sick for hours. Ugh. Ugh. Ooh, she knows. She's like a evil Santa Claus. Father, we don't have to get into what your sin was. You are forgiven. Day 3, the bite. Yikes. Yikes.
She bit her mother, didn't she?
Yeah. By now, her mother no longer came into the room. On the 3rd day, the smell returned. It was rotten meat, burned hair, and sulfur. It came from her mouth, even when she was silent. We had to open the windows. Birds would not land on the house. I sprinkled holy water on her as I read from Mark 16. She hissed and bucked violently. Her eyes rolled back in her head and she began chanting something I did not recognize. I recorded it, and later a Vatican scholar told me it was the Sumerian death hymn. She had no way of knowing this. Then she bit me. Not a nip. She lunged. Her teeth sank into my forearm. It was so deep I bled through my cassock. She laughed as I pulled away. Her mouth was full of blood, mine, and she just swallowed it. That night, Father G collapsed from exhaustion. He had been fasting and refused to eat. The demon knew this and mocked him through her. Father G is too weak to fight. You should eat your pride like your brother. His brother had taken his own life 5 years ago. No one outside of the diocese has known this. Now, I'm not sure if that's the word or I'm pronouncing it right. I think that's like a congregation of like holy men. We ended the session early. We had to. I was afraid we were losing ground. Man, can you imagine? And it's like in a child's body.
Knows everything.
Yeah.
And is drinking your freaking blood.
Mm.
Ugh.
Yeah, and like if its mouth smelled of sulfur and
Oh yeah, that
rot,
bite be like, oh,
when you think it'd be like a
get that
festering,
looked at.
like nasty wound, and like you gotta wonder if it transfers any of its like
Yeah, like,
sickness and
Most of these
demented shit
stories
into
we
you.
get, and we're like, oh, well, we would do this and do this, and be like, I don't know what to do. I
Yeah.
don't know what to do. Oh,
Now, like I've kind of been in a position. Remember how I told you, like my one friend who was possessed at the Ridges, I kicked the fucking fire
Yeah,
over him out
yeah.
of on frustration.
yeah.
Like, cause you think someone's gonna like, if that person's faking it or whatever the fuck, they're gonna get up real quick. Cause it's like he just sat and stared at me, like, just looked at me and smiled. You know, it was like, you have to realize that the monster is 100% doing that, like hoping that you take out like your shit on
Yeah,
that
'cause
vessel.
It's not hurting. It's not
Yeah.
hurting that thing. It's
Yeah, it's
hurting the
your.
vessel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know what to do. We're basically listening to a professional right now.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's why he wrote in.
yeah. It's crazy to have insight on like how
Ugh.
these things occur. Day 4, the voices in the walls. That morning we began again at sunrise. She was quiet now. As we recited the litany of the saints, she kept her eyes shut. We thought maybe the worst is past, but around the 3rd invocation, we began to hear scratching, not from her, but inside the walls. Then footsteps, like someone pacing slowly just behind the plaster, heavy steps. I paused the rite and listened. The room went dead silent. Then Kiara whispered without opening her eyes, "He is in the walls now."
I'm gonna ignore it.
Yeah, I'm ignoring it. Yeah, like go and turn on the TV.
But I heard.
Wait, what? No. No. Yeah, ignore it.
I ignore it. I ignore it. Gonna ignore it.
I'll ignore it. I'm chill. Should I go on?
Continue.
My whole left side is like hot.
But there was a very distinct knock. Let's ignore it.
It's hard to ignore. It's hard. That's hard to ignore. I feel like it's like hot. Okay.
Some sage over there.
Yeah, hit it. Hit it. We gotta take a little sage break. There's some weird. There's a little weird going on. Sorry about that. She smiled again. The candle flames bent sideways. Sister E began shaking. I asked if she needed to leave. She said nothing, only pressed her rosary to her chest. That night, she confessed to seeing a tall shadow standing in the hallway, watching the door. She said it had no eyes, only a red mouth. Yikes. Chat, how you guys feeling? This one has a certain tone to it, doesn't it? Doesn't it, chat? Day 5, the crucifix. If anyone wants to send us a crucifix, if anyone, you know what?
Anything that's cleansing and
You know what, guys?
powerful.
We'll collect them.
Yeah.
We're
We'll take
crucifix.
as many
We're
as you want.
we're crucifix collectors now.
Yes.
So if you guys want to send them in, you can send them in to P.O. Box 264, Gloucester, Gloustr, Gloucester, Ohio 45732. You can send all the crucifixes you want there. Okay? If we have too many, we'll use them to shingle the roof. You betcha. Day 5, the crucifix. This was the worst day so far. We continued the prayers. I anointed Kira's forehead with oil consecrated from the bishop's himself. She screamed, not in pain, not in rage. Her body arched, her skin blistered, where the oil touched. Then came the blood. Her eyes began to bleed, thick tears, black and red. We thought her pupils had burst. When I pressured the crucifix to her chest, she screamed so loudly that all the windows in the house shook, every single one. I have never seen such a force from a scream. Her body lifted off the bed at least 20 centimeters, just floating. Her arms spread wide, her spine bent backwards until we heard cracking. But she did not stop. We read the rite again, every word, again and again. Her lips moved at the same time as mine. She spoke with me, repeating the words but in a mocking tone. When we reached Abincidus Diaboli, Libera Nos Domin, her eyes opened, pitch black, and she said in Latin perfectly, "He is not gone. He is only deeper now." That night, Father L went home and vomited. He told me he heard his dead mother's voice in the garden outside of his house. The spiritual warfare is real, man.
Well, it's it's fucking with everybody.
I mean, you're messing with part of the 33 that fell.
God, imagine the family though, how they feel. They're just,
Oh, yeah. Don't.
I can't help it.
Yeah, I heard that
If I
one
hear it,
through the headphones.
I'm just gonna, yeah.
Through the headphones.
I don't like that it was above me.
Yeah, it was right above you. Chad, if you see anything like move in the background or anything, timestamp that, all right? Let us know. Comment section, you as well. Things get weird. Notice anytime we mention fucking Ouija board. Day 6. The fire in her mouth. We did not sleep that night. The house felt different in the morning, heavier, like the air had weight. When we opened the door to her room, Kiara was sitting up, untied, and smiling. Man.
Why does that even fucking make it worse?
Untied, but think about it though, like how performative. Like you're waiting patiently for them to come in and see that you're untied, and you're just sitting there, like.
I wonder if it's like a
It's like Charles
floating
Bronson
type deal where it's just like you can't do anything. Like,
Yeah, it's UK's most expensive prisoner, Charlie Bronson. You know, he likes to do something wrong, like take a hostage, strips himself naked and oils himself up, and sits in the cell. You know, ready for war, just patiently. You know, it's like just waiting for him to get there. That's what it gives me. I feel like she is like ready to brawl. You know,
pride,
dude.
basically. It's
In day 6, the 6, the number, go figure. Day 6, she's fucking sitting there like, let's fucking go. And this is after they have worked on her for days.
that's what I like. Yeah, because it's loose now, but I feel like it's so like prideful in itself that it's like you won't be able to, no matter what you do, you
What
can't
if
get me.
there's no way that this thing's been gaining power as they've been shouting prayer and shit at it, you know? So the question is either how strong was it at the beginning, or did this thing have power to get out of this thing the whole time and it's messing with them?
Or is there multiple?
Teamwork. Yeah. We had left her bound. She said, "You forgot the window." But the window had been nailed shut. That day, she attacked Sister. She lunged like an animal and bit her face, not just the skin. She bit her eyelid. We pulled her away and restrained her again, but the damage was done. The nun was taken to the hospital, and she never returned. Kiara screamed until she collapsed from exhaustion. Then about 4 p.m., she began vomiting something that looked like ash and bile. She choked on it. We turned her head to help. As she gasped for air, we saw smoke come from her mouth. Not heat, not mist, smoke, like fire burning inside of her. When I placed the crucifix back on her chest, she went limp for hours. She didn't move. We thought perhaps we had won, but no. Around midnight, she whispered in her sleep, "I will not stop. I will not release her. She is mine." You know, this thing seems like it's winding down. This thing seems like it's winding down. Like it's being, you know, a battle of attrition. It's being chopped, pecked at. You know, it's like to the point to where it can no longer react to the crucifix. It's like been limp for hours, you know. But like something like this, I feel like would die before it released. You know. Yeah.
Wonder, yeah. I wonder if I should edit the nun's name out because he slipped up, or you notice they didn't say any names at all hardly, and then all of a sudden,
Sister E. All right, day 7. The dream. None of us have slept well in days, but that night I did sleep. I slept for a few hours, and I had a dream. I was walking through an ancient church, dark and flooded in water. The walls were crawling like things that looked like hands, but they had no fingers. In the front pew sat a girl in white whispering to herself. When I got closer, it was Kiara, but her mouth had been stitched shut. I woke in sweat. My hands were clenched around my own rosary so tightly that the chain had snapped. Back in the room, she was much worse. She would only speak in whispers now, not to us. She was speaking to something else in the room. We read every deliverance prayer we had. She began speaking in tongues again, faster this time, like gibberish and thunder clashing together. At the end of the session, she turned her head toward the corner of the ceiling and said in a child's voice, "I won't go back. You can't make me." Then she screamed, a raw animal scream. Her body seized, her mouth opened wide, and we saw something crawl out of her throat. Not physically, but spiritually. But it had shape, and we saw it leave.
Was that it coming out?
No. Day 8. The final day. We began the morning mass outside the house. A local priest joined us with a relic of Saint Benedict. I wore the full vestments. I fasted for 24 hours before entering that room. I knew it would be the final test. We all could tell she wouldn't survive much longer in this state. Kiera lay limp, her breathing shallow. Her lips were cracked. Her wrists were bruised. We recited the final rite. The words poured out like fire. Her head twitched. She cried. Real tears this time. Not black, not blood, just tears. She said, "I'm sorry." That was a big one. That was a big...
Oh, just ignoring it. But yeah, I'm glad it's not above me though.
Yeah. Mm. That doesn't happen.
No, I would say this is a very eventful. How many knocks and things have been? 4, 5. The last story we did like this, there was just 1 or 2. Oh, it's
Yeah, and this has been all around us.
yeah, it's circling. That and above us.
Mm. Yeah, that one was literally right above your head. It was the first time we had heard her real voice in a week. She sobbed, begging for it to stop. She said she could hear her grandmother's voice calling from the dark. She said, "He lived in the floorboards, and he came up through her spine." I asked who he was. She said, "The man with no skin." We placed our hands on her. We prayed in unison. She convulsed again, vomited dark red black liquid, then screamed a name none of us understood. She let out a howl, and her eyes rolled back. Then silence. Dead silence. We waited. For a moment, I thought she had died. She opened her eyes and began to sob, but she could not see. "I cannot see. Where is the light? Why is it dark?" The doctors later confirmed there was no physical damage, no trauma to her brain. Her eyes worked, but she could not see. Not shadows nor light. Nothing. Sometimes the devil takes something with him when he leaves. Did she go blind? Did she go blind?
Sounds like it.
Ugh. Poor thing. I hope not. We're on to the aftermath. It took months for Kiera to recover, but her sight has not returned. She speaks rarely. She clings to her rosary every hour. Her family sold the house and moved north. I still pray for her every day. I cannot tell you if we defeated it forever. Sometimes evil only sleeps, but I tell you this. She was never insane. It was real. All of it was real, and that is in big bold letters. This is why I speak. You must understand, evil is not always a thing that screams. It is quiet. It is subtle. It enters through fear, through games, through curiosity. And then down here it says how to protect yourself. Guys, listen up. How to protect yourself. If you are listening to this, I beg of you to understand. Evil is not just in stories. It is real. It watches. It waits. And sometimes it wears a smile. Here is what you must do. Advice from a Vatican priest.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it too. Never open a door. No. No Ouija, no seances. Period. No mirrors at midnight. No games that speak of the dead. They are not what or who you think. Keep sacred things close. A crucifix, holy water, a rosary. Even if you are not Catholic, keep these near. Evil fears faith. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it. Shadows that do not move with light. Whispers in empty rooms. Do not ignore them. Oh man, that goes like directly against our creed. Live clean. Pornography, addiction, violence, these are not just sins, they are invitations. Every act of darkness will weaken your shield. Stay spiritually fit.
Spiritually strapped.
Yeah, spiritually strapped, baby. Cleanse your soul. Confess, repent, whether to a priest or in your heart. Purge what festers in the soul. The possessed are often those who carry deep unspoken wounds. Do not speak its name. If something feels wrong, do not address it. Do not challenge it. Pray and leave. Watch your children. Evil goes after the innocent. Guard their minds. Guard what they watch. Guard what they play. Evil is more prevalent today than I have ever seen. Invite God in. Bless your house. Let holy music play. Speak the name of Jesus aloud in your home. One more page. Thank you for all the advice. Father, I leave you with this. There are more like Kiera, thousands. Some are in hospitals. Some are in homes like yours. Some are walking the streets smiling through borrowed skin. Be careful. And when the shadows whisper, do not whisper back. Do not give them power. And even if one soul listens to this and puts up a shield or turns away from the darkness, then my breaking of silence is worth the price. May God have mercy on us all. Father, if you're watching, can you do a little prayer for us in our studio? Because that was a lot of banging and clanging and knocking. At one point, I literally felt like I had the heat of something putting its hand on me, like right here.
Reason my thumb went completely
Like,
numb.
My hand on my chest right now feels exactly how it felt. The rest of my body was cool, and there's a fan right here. So it made no sense that the closest part of me to the fan was like heating up. Guys, what do you think? Father, are you in the chat? Are you in the comments section? If you are coming at us from some unknown alias or something, if you have made an account so you can watch this, and you are able to comment on your story and your experience, maybe people in the chat or in the comment section have questions. I myself am completely aware that possession is real. I've seen it. It is horrifying. It's terrifying. The things that I experienced, I've told aloud on TikTok. I've had a story of a friend of mine who who lowered his psychic shield enough where something was able to gain full control of him. And that night, the duration in which the acid had lasted directly correlated with like how he was in a weakened state. So it was whenever that was starting to wear off of him was whenever the monster started losing control. The demon started losing control. And as daylight broke, I watched as this thing poofed out of him. We experienced that entity twice. Very real. as real as you and me, and was able to pilot my friend around like just a sack of meat, confronting this on a daily basis. Think that would do something to your soul?
And I think you'd have to definitely. I mean, you know what you're getting into. You'd think so. You'd have to be like as spiritually prepared, and I mean, this dude's like basically, you know, a warrior of
Man,
God.
of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could see it giving you a few gray hairs.
Oh, I'm sure it would be stressful.
Yeah. More than stressful. Lord. That's 8 days of going on the assault. You know, that's a tough life, man. That's a tough life. But I mean, someone's got to do it, right? That story will definitely go in the one of the creepiest that we've ever had on the channel, and the unique nature in which it found us. So we have a priest watching our show. How wild. What a diverse group of people that are finding themselves. I don't know, Father, if you were entertained by our show, but you felt it necessary to write in.
And how many? We've had a couple possessions, and
Yeah. This one, though,
I mean, this was
the black bile,
First.
and I wish he would have like went into a little bit more of like, because she was free all of a sudden, you know, and like that the paragraphs after that, it was like she was free, but remember she was like on the floor, like just whispering like I'll never let her go, you know. So she had gotten free and then did almost nothing with that freedom, or was there like a tussle?
They'd restrain her again, maybe.
Yeah, how did they?
I just feel like it's the things, because these things are, you know, pure evil. They're pure sin. It's like pure, probably like pride and all
Yeah.
this stuff where it just thinks it's, you know, nothing can touch it. It's
Yeah.
untouchable. It's
Like wanting to hop into like a young girl too, and like take her as the
well, they were playing with the Ouija board.
yeah.
What about those other her friends?
Mm.
Hopefully they had nothing
Just hops from one to the other.
going on.
Yikes, man. I mean, like, whenever you are exercising something, are you releasing it from the body that it's in, or are you damning it back to hell? You know, anyone know the answer to that? Like,
No, I don't know. He said he didn't know if they defeated it forever or
yeah. I mean,
Just like
exorcism
sleeping?
is strictly Catholic, isn't it?
I don't know.
Mm. Any Catholics out there, you let us know. Does the demon get banished back to hell, or does it simply leave the body and have an opportunity to roam and find another victim? That is the question, you know, because then how do you contain it? You know, does it just
mean,
scurry away and hop into
they-
the next weak person?
Where was it to begin with?
Mm.
It was somewhere, and then they invited it in, basically.
Yeah, I mean that portal acted as a doorway.
Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering if like the exorcism that's happening, if that's like in a sense opening up a portal to like shove it back in. You know, I don't know, but man, that would take some mental endurance. I tell you what, battling something as powerful as that. You're seeing a little girl fucking speak out with a deep, manly voice. You know, having screams that shook every window in the house. You know, standing in the front of that. You got to know you have the armor of God, man. That
There's
was
lot,
a
like I would like to know 18 years. I think he said
of doing exorcism.
he had been an exorcist.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, really, yeah, not supposed to share that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, he must have found it insanely necessary.
How many has he done?
Yeah.
What have all been the outcomes? Because, you know, how many of them didn't turn out very well?
Let me ask you, do you feel better or worse that he's written in?
I'm definitely gonna like read over the read over his list of how to protect yourself. Gonna be doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Chat, what do you
And
guys think?
kind
Comment.
of creepy that he said that evil was more. What was it?
More active today than ever.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I think that there's a likelihood that we are in some almost
I
man-made.
think everyone can kind of feel it too.
Well, like whenever you have, like, you watch all of the things that line up to like biblical text, like the Jordan River, I forget what but something was happening with the other day. Either it went dry or it like turned to blood or something. There's like I see all the time, and it's these people who are like, yep, like this is moving in chronological order. It's like not the biggest thing on the news.
Yeah,
Like,
but I think there's like a deep primal feeling that I've felt it for a couple years now. I feel like there's a lot of people feeling it, and that's what's
yeah.
causing a lot of different things. Because
Yeah. I mean, I think I think that a man and man's interest, like, or men and man's interest are fulfilling a prophecy. I think that there is a war on God. I think they hate God. The music industry mocks God.
oh yeah,
It's
Hollywood, everything,
yeah,
all of it. Well, it's yeah, they're
yeah. And then they allow, like, the mocking of Christianity and banning and disbarring of Christianity. They have everybody hating Christianity. But there's some shady shit too, like the things they have under the Vatican. They named the Vatican Star Observatory Lucifer. Like, why? Why would you do that? There's like a whole lot of like imagery built into the architecture that like resembles snakes. And also, I mean, there's a long list. But yeah, what a trippy, wild story. And thank you for doing what you think is right. And if that means going against your vows, Father, thank you so much for, that had to be scary to put out there. So, well received. We will take your advice, and I hope everybody in the chat and in the comment section does too. It's a first here for the Hellfire Holler Boys. But what did you guys think of the stories tonight? The takeaway? Have faith.
ignore it.
He says don't ignore it.
Don't ignore
He
it.
says don't ignore it. It's in there. Because I said that completely contradicts like us and our way of life. But you gotta have faith. Gotta have faith. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know that everybody has got a body like me, but I gotta think.
I think he was saying don't ignore your instincts.
No, he says in there.
Well, okay, it says trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it is. Shadows that do not move with the light, whispers in empty rooms. Do not ignore them. I think it's saying don't ignore your instincts.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I'm.
so whenever we hear a rap tap tapping and we're sitting there and we react to it and we're both looking at each other going ignore
My
it,
instincts.
we're denying our instincts.
And,
Or
but
are our
then
instincts
Mike's
to ignore
girlfriend's
it?
gonna grab us and tell us to ignore it.
Is the instinct to ignore it?
I don't know. I'm getting
Yeah, I don't know. But
ignore it to a point.
that was a spooky episode.
That was
There,
spooky.
there was a few rapid taps, even though we saged.
We were staging the whole time, basically.
Yeah,
I don't like that it was circling. It was here,
It
here, up above.
sure did. And the
over
ones
there.
I heard, some of them across the room, were loud.
Yeah. Well, this one here sounded like it was somebody hitting on the side.
Yeah,
We're in a loft, people. We're like 20 feet off the ground.
yeah,
Somebody hitting on the outside of the wall here.
yeah. They had to be on a ladder.
Yeah, or a vampire floating
And
and smacking on.
And you have the whole, this doesn't really happen.
No.
It's never happened. Cody and I have spent countless months
Actually, it
in
has
here
happened.
packing.
It just happened to be while we were telling another story about.
Yeah, a Ouija. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to come forward in the recording or not. Last
I don't
time it
know.
did. Yeah, last time it did. Ugh. But yeah, it is nearly 1 a.m. on a Monday night. We just did our last premiere of our last episode, and we
This
went
is
right in.
episode. This will be episode 13 too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's the thing. We're recording 13.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Lucky number 13. But you can tell I'm tired. We are both just wiped. Another episode down. We love each and every one of you guys.
Thank you to Mike, Aaron, and what should we call this?
Father,
Okay, and Father.
thank you so much. Can't shake the weird feeling of a hand on my chest.
Yes, I'm
Like it was like
waiting for you to
it was like
close it
someone,
out so we can turn the lights on.
Yeah. Yeah. That was strange. But guys, if you want to support us, you can go to Deadeye Two Tongues 740. That is our Patreon. You can also go to hellfireholler.com if you would like to pick up anything like stickers or herbal supplements to benefit you and your life quality. You can also go and follow me at Deadeye Two Tongues on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And you can follow Cody at Foggilly, Foggilly. Thank you guys for all of our Patreons or all of our patrons and all of our supporters. You guys are going to have your names at the end here as a testament to you and your glory. Thank you so much for providing us with funding. We really appreciate it, and we hope that you see we are using it wisely, especially in the months to come. We really, really appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't, like and subscribe and hit that notification button. We will see you. What is this? Well,
Friday.
we will see you either on Monday or we're going to see you on a Friday, in which we post at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If you'd like to send crucifixes in for us, you can go and you can hit our P.O. Box 264, Gloucester, Glouster, Gloucester, Ohio 45732. You can send us some crucifixes in the mail for us to get up and around here for some protection. Or if your culture has any sort of protective method that you could send us in the form of herbs, stones, whatever have you, we will absolutely take it and we will apply it to us and our spiritual safety here in the loft. If you're not following To Be Better podcast, go give To Be Better podcast a follow, and also watch me and Chris's other show, Voice of the Broken. And I think that's about it. Cody, you got any closing statements?
May God have mercy on us all.
May God have mercy on us all. Godspeed. I love y'all. Stay spooky, stay strapped, and stay wild.